Hey everybody, the name's Rigged Up, and today watching Ocean versus Cloud and hit and play in Game 2 of Day 1 of the Scouting Grounds as I slowly make my way through the Scouting Grounds on these VODs with no other caster over them. I can have the volume up, I can listen to those beautiful sound cues of champions, and sort of be better immersed in the casting experience, as it were. But just trying to do my best with improving little by little. I think my downtime has definitely gotten better. Team fighting could use a lot of work. I think I try to sort of say too many things at one time. I'm like, oh, this guy's doing this, and by the time I get to person B and talk about what I may have seen them just do, it's a little bit too late. Like, the timing is a little misaligned, and I just need to kind of like try and find the important pieces in those fights. Just punch it hard, go deep into it, maybe sort of try that direction for now and see what I can maybe make something out of it instead of just being sort of like loosey-goosey. I'm gonna just try and like key in onto like, okay, I see this guy, we're gonna talk about this guy for a second, figure out his sort of timeline within that team fight and his interactions with everybody else. But we already see something going on here. Graves going onto Metaphor. Metaphor actually having to get out of there and going to be the first one falling down. Ezreal getting the kill here. So a lot of front-end damage coming out from Cloud here. Urgot making his way down and getting a pickup kill on the side. Is Sophist Stage going to fall as well? In fact, he does. So double kill for Lucy, and Graves going to be able to dash over the wall. Actually does have to skill up his dash there and actually used his flash already. That's why he had to commit to the dash. He shouldn't be in too much trouble. But an invade from Cloud, trying to exert some dominance there, and ended up going a little too hard on the paint. And that's what I get for talking a little bit too much about my goals here. I sort of missed the beginning of that play. And them meeting in the jungle. So we see Obese Panda making his way towards that red buff to make sure that it is not going to get taken by Nocturne, that he can't get the loop around. Whereas Graves going to be trying to do something here. Nice and saucy. Get some vision, pick up that Scuttle Crab. Maybe he's going to try and fight Nocturne. Or they're just going to do some vertical jungling here. Just to see how this plays out. But Metaphor actually hearing on over towards the mid lane, forcing 5 Fire back. These Pandas here, so should be able to push him back. Oh, 5 Fire going hard once more on the Azir, and potentially going to get a kill here. Just an auto attack away. Does not want to commit to the flash. A little worried of the Urgot damage and maybe the potential to fling him over the shoulder. Follow up with that. A lot of nice action here already. The early game is, I mean, people are not even level 3 right now, so let's, but maybe as it cools down a little bit. Oh, actually, we're still seeing some kicks here in the bottom lane, but the double killed Lucian, that's quite nice. They definitely want to exert that dominance in that lane pressure. Morgana going to be able to deny quite a bit from the Braum. They're going to have to keep close track of that black shield and see how that plays into that matchup. Winter and Sophist Sage really want to keep themselves safe. I mean, they're at a pretty considerable deficit already with the double kill. Jenkins doing a little bit of damage to Aethers there. But although it was a little bit of a rough start now for Cloud, we see a nice chunk damage going on to Jurassic there. The Q from Braum, Q E from Ezreal, that extra damage when he gets that proc onto you. Now that his E is more than just an awkward skill shot that gives attack speed. Anyways, though, the sort of proactive play there at the start of the game from Cloud, although it was a flub, still a proactive play, and they did not give up. They didn't just like panic immediately, or immediately after that. They still are confident with their laners. We already see some CS differentials coming in from the top side and bottom, and Kennen can farm, I think, a bit more safely than Lissandra. Lissandra actually going in. Kennen quite low, neither level 6 yet, so Jenkins just gonna shuffle on out of there. An electric little mouse. Maybe Lissandra trying to hit 6. Might be getting level 6 soon. Pressuring that. Maybe just to push Kennen back a little bit. Make sure that he does not get the opportunity to, or slows down the recall. Let Lissandra catch back up on this sweet, sweet farm. But we see Cloud remaining to be proactive, or at least going back to what I was saying is from the first game, they are being proactive at the start, they're being proactive now, they're getting forward vision into the enemy jungle, making sure that they can continue to make plays, keep track of Nocturne. Metaphor, he got slowed down considerably, especially when he was on that Evelynn who was so dependent on hitting level 6. Nocturne, very similar case, needs to hit level 6 to be really effective, use the power of that ultimate. We see some pressure going on towards the bottom side. Sophist Sage getting a little low. Forcing back Braum around the corner here. Ooh, not good enough on the fancy work. And Ignite actually going to be going down. Sophist Sage is going to be getting really low here. I don't think he's going to drop. It's going to be very close. Not quite. So maybe that Lucian or the Ezreal Braum maybe a little too confident from their previous game here. But again, we saw Sophist Stage sort of pull back. Oh, 3-man mid onto the Urgot, and he's got nothing to work off of that from. Doesn't have the flash. Two ultimates used onto him. That is rough. No go for him. Miserable time. Gonna give Cloud here a bit of control in the mid lane. That first kill going over to Kennen, so that'll help him on the top side. Continue to maybe bully out that Lissandra. Must be a skill matchup between the Lissandra Kennen. Not too familiar about that. A little awkward interactions. I mean, both major team fight presence, which is something that, I mean, over even the course of just the games that I've watched from day one, I feels like it started out, okay, everyone like just playmakers, lane dominant champions, which is fine in more of a solo queue setting, which a lot of these players have more experience with. Duress going really hard after first skill shot missed here. Gonna get some turn damage on the cold, and that's going to be the end of that little fight. But yeah, picking these lane dominant champions, well, it works really nicely in solo queue. You can get ahead, you can cause so many other problems. Oh, Jurassic not afraid to continue moving forward and just throw out his advantages on top of Cloud here. I'm getting to know himself. They got to be wary of these minion waves and back up here just a little bit. Want to maintain that lead that they have and keep forcing Cloud in. Diamond, I think you really want to leave here soon. Maybe they're just trying to play the baiting game and like, Nocturne's close by. I'm gonna make you think otherwise. Just keep playing forward. But no, we see Morgana here. Essex still going hard. Don't go into that 2v1, sir. That is going to be rough stuff. Actually getting quite low. Ignite dropped down. I don't think there's going to be much follow-up damage, but Ezreal's going to be going forward, and actually it's the shutdown on Lucian. Jurassic, you were staying up way too far. I know you're excited to get that double kill early on, but you just lost that advantage, and now you're giving Ezreal that much more power. There was a lane that you could have easily controlled and carried forward, but just too much like aggression over and over again. And here we see the ultimates, the little skirmishes behind. Ooh, Jenkins, oh, a little close with the shuriken coming out from Kennen. Almost hitting Lissandra, might have just killed her. But I would expect that to be the primary end results of those fights between them, both getting pretty low, maybe not finishing out until either side completes some items here. And we're looking for those team fight scenarios here. Oh, Aether's actually doing a lot of damage. And going to be ulting forward. Oh, but Kennen gets the stun onto Lissandra under turret. Able to pick up the kill. Ooh, Ezreal ulti even coming in, so might have picked that up as well. But Ocean, looking for a little too much. They're a little angry that they lost in game one and want to strike back and get back some momentum here. But similar to game one, they keep trying to make plays, but then Cloud either outplays them, outmatches them on the map, and they just are like a little bit away from making something really nice, and it just doesn't pan out. Really unfortunate stuff. I mean, maybe we can look for something now that Nocturne is level 6. He's been spending a lot of times towards that bottom side. Maybe they're going to be looking for a turret dive here. We do have the level advantage for bottom lane onto the Braum, but you don't really want to dive a Braum. I mean, must be level 6 here quite shortly. Urgot gonna get pushed back by the Azir ulti. Not enough damage quite yet. from the Azir. Graves just a little bit far off. Oh, but Nocturne going very hard in with the Black Shield. And this might be a little too deep. You're at 2 levels down to the jungler and the mid laner. What are you doing here? I mean, Urgot's going to pick up the kill onto Azir, bring him into the belly and burn him. But Lysandre's going to try and follow up. Kennen is here. Graves getting pretty low now, so Lysandre does get that kill, but Kennen's going to pick up another one on his side. Now it's Diamond on his own. Urgot cannot come over and visit, but Kennen's going to ulti it off and finish it. And now there's a turret dive in the bottom side, and Cloud going to take out 2 members of Ocean. Now that bottom lane, Ezreal, Braum have complete control. Kennen's still turret diving once more, trying to get Julian. One more auto attack, maybe. Oh, one more. Oh, red buff is going to actually do it here. Nocturne trying to go hard, but that's a 3-level discrepancy there. Kennen should easily be able to get out of the fray. So action, just everybody dying here. I think everybody did end up dying and handing over a kill there from Ocean's side. Oh man. So Urgot really falling onto some hard times. Again, a lot of pressure from the jungler in mid. Urgot moving up a little bit too far forward from the safety of his turret. I mean, even if he is under his turret, like Azir can just pop him back with the wall. I was sending Azir up to try and deal with the Lysandre, try and prevent that first turret blood gold, but Lysandre's going pretty hard here. Ultimate used Metaphor though, up top side now, might be able to get the kill onto Azir here finally. Finally enacts his revenge onto the Azir. They're trying to prevent that first turret blood gold going over to Ocean. This Kennen kept sort of getting beat up by the Lysandre here, not able to secure that. That'll at least be able to answer with a Mountain Drake. In this bottom lane, Cloud still, Ocean's still going hard. Sophist stage actually getting pretty low. Lucian ulti coming out. Gonna get saved by the incoming minion wave. So, although it hasn't been working out beautifully, and I think he's been kind of going maybe a little bit of a mimicry to Wild Turtle, say, with where he sees the smallest advantage and is gonna just dash forward before thinking about the potential repercussions. Gotta give him credit, he's not afraid to do it. So on the stage, it's really nice. We see an incoming dive here. Urgot working his way down. Sophist stage staying safe. They're able to clear the minion wave quickly enough, and now Kennen's here with the teleport. Julian left out to dry. Team not coming in to help him. Jenkins trying to get in range. He does have ultimate. Able to just stun up, get a quick, easy kill onto Lucian. We see Azir Graves topside, so it looks like Morgana. Morgana actually flashing out, too scared of the potential stun lockup from Kennen. He's going to give some nice pressure over to the Ezreal and Braum. Lysandre going to try and work her way down towards the bottom side to get through that wave, make sure that they cannot take that turret. Doing their best to prevent a turret takedown. And Kennen's already got the one in the mid, and all that pressure bottom side. Everybody just seems to be ignoring the fact that Graves is been off the map for quite some time. But we see another play, another attempted turret dive here. 4-man to 2. Braum and Ezreal out on their own. Braum ulti used. They're doing what they can to stall out here. Urgot getting pretty low. Braum falling already. Ezreal out on his own. No return kill onto the side of Cloud. Ocean, though, finally able to get a successful turret dive, but at what cost? They have Rift Herald strolling on down top side. It's going to be an easy second turret, most likely, from the Azir, and Graves sitting right there, sending a lot of members up top side to try and deal with that. But that's so much more gold getting handed over to Team Cloud. And Ezreal and Braum doing a really good job to solve that out. Okay, maybe they outlived their stay here. Turret not falling just yet, but that is free cash grab for Cloud here on just maybe a side split push. Ooh, Lysandre, though, going very hard, flashing forward, going to be dropping the ulti onto Graves. Secure that kill for themselves. Just trying to find any foothold they can get. Lysandre being a little audacious there. Trying to track down Fire. No longer has the luxury of an ultimate here. But Metaphor strolling on up. Diamond trying to get him with a Q. Not with him yet. Fire doesn't have mana right now, so really trying to take advantage of that. Well, almost a really good play in Cloud dropping the Rift Herald top, then not getting that second turret and Graves falling really negates a lot of that effectiveness for them. Removes some of the gold that they had sitting in their pockets, or brings more gold over to Ocean Drake, I should say. Giving Ocean just a little bit more, like a little bit more hopes. We even see that Metaphor was able to catch back up on levels and is now a little bit ahead of Obese Panda here. Obese Panda very objective focused so far. You can see that in the scoreline. I mean, there's only a kill difference, but I mean, he's gotten the Mountain Drake, he's gotten the Rotaro. So been out a little bit of some action here. Still got to hand it to Obese Panda for sort of keeping Nocturne down. Actually a lot of it from Winter too, doing a good job of helping keep Vision in the jungle. And we can even see right now Cloud pretty safe on towards the bottom and mid lane. They can very easily get over to Kennen if they need to. Ooh, turret. Okay, so Cloud now has 2 turrets that are very, very low for them to pick up. Maybe just have someone work their way around to throw an auto attack and get out if they can. But really nice vision play. I mean, we see a bunch of vision on the top of Clouds from Ocean side. A lot of blue wards sitting over there. And that was for when they were trying to go aggressively onto Azir towards the top side and steal some camps, but haven't really seen much of that yet. We haven't seen a really nice Nocturne ulti. It's kind of been one-dimensional, not catching somebody out and popping them really quickly. I don't think Nocturne could do it on his own, but I mean, you have Lissandra that can maybe go in alongside of you. Right now, it looks like Ocean just wants to opt for sort of this 1-3-1 situation, 1-2-1. Nocturne just floating around to the side, hoping that they can maybe get a pick. But I don't know how effective that's going to be, because, I mean, it looks like you're sort of on a clock here. Azir is just going to continue to get stronger and stronger. There's a little bit of a CS advantage, a blue buff getting picked up for himself, so it's going to make it real nice. Ezreal stacking tier, going to probably getting pretty close here, a minute or so away from having that fully stacked. Don't know when he quite got it started. And the level discrepancies that we're seeing here slowly work their way in. That Kennen is explosive. He is going to be punching through targets so easily. Got some stacks on a book, and that is too much reading for anyone to deal with. Dangerous stuff. Oh, and actually gonna just be hiding in the bush. But we see this Lissandra Nocturne coming in together. Kennen gonna take down Lissandra before Kennen can get more action done, but that's a 1-for-1 there, and more pressure handed over to Cloud as a result, really. Letting them get that nice map position. Shutdown Gold's going over, but not for what? I mean, another turret's out of your pockets here. Got a dragon spawning here soon, setting up for Cloud real nicely. I think it's going to be very necessary for Ocean to work their way over and try and make this fight happen. At least maybe get some vision. No, they're just not interested. Baron spawning in less than 2 minutes. I mean, I don't know which dragon it is, so that could change the... Oh, another Mountain Drake. Alright, well, that's nice. That's real nice. And with Baron spawning soon, that's going to be a real easy takeaway for Cloud once they have vision control there. And kept trying to say it earlier, and action keeps happening sort of left and right here. But just the team fight potential of champions is so much more important in these games than like sort of having a lane bully and one person sort of carrying their way. You want easy telegraphed means to show, oh hey, I'm going in, when you may not have that like a line of clean communication but across a team right now, because these teams just got together like over a week, and that's not going to be any kind of professional level squad behind that. They need something like a Kennen that's dropping Slicing Maelstrom that says, hey, I'm ulting, I mean, I'm going to stun everybody here, guys, like, this is happening. Really telegraph stuff. And Nocturne, you need a little bit more. Ooh, dodging that. Nocturne going really hard, though, onto the Azir. The Black Shield able to help him out, and Jurassic able to get the last hit onto the Azir on the backside. So fight in favor of Ocean right now. Braum dropping the ulti. Obese Panda on the side, going to get locked up by Lissandra. Ocean, all the members are still up, trying to chase down on Obese, but Kennen is here on the backside. Slicing Maelstrom going to be hitting Lissandra. Morgana getting quite low on herself. Metaphor is going to have to try to get out on the run here. Jurassic going to force to flash. Stun locked up, though. Ezreal flashing over the wall as well. Damage coming out from stage. Baron, you got to get out of there right now, is coming into the pit and able to secure that kill onto Lucian. And only one member of Ocean gets away. 2 members down on Cloud. And that fight was looking so good, but the teleport coming in from Jenkins so huge. And his lead that he has just taking down targets so easily. Does not have anything to rely on to deal with him right now. They need a lot more gold before they can sort of stop and prevent anything else going on. Oh goodness, and this just probably means we're going to be seeing a Baron buff come in here, or at least aim for that pretty soon. 11 stacks, it's too much, man. Too much for that Magi. The Soul Stealer. Ooh, 5 fire getting locked up by the Q, no big deal. But we do see Azir starting to crank up here as that Nash's Tooth completed, the Sir Shoes. Doing quite a bit of damage to Diamond, even just that little bit. This is what I like to see, though, from Ocean. I mean, I will criticize that still a little bit too telegraphed and too... Just meet him in the lane, maybe a little bit of a desperation play, but at least they're trying to make something happen. They're trying to push themselves forward. What I want to see, though, are some maybe wards on some flanks. Try and find a target. We've seen 5 Fire move up a little bit forward, trying to fight over vision, sort of play with that. We see it right now, and now Ocean has a fight in their favor, trying to get some damage. Braum's going to be able to jump away. Azir working his way on the backside and going to try and get in on that, but whoa, Nocturne going a little bit too far forward. Azir going to be popping back. Jurassic, though, Lucian falling down. Azir going to be getting eaten up by the Urgot. Urgot and Morgana going to have to try and get out of there. Julian getting very low, but here comes Kennen from the backside. Lyssandra's going to try and work her way out. Does she have a claw? No, she does not have one in stock right now, and now it is just Diamond throwing out one more Q to save himself, and the rest of Cloud is just going to go off to Baron and get that ready for themselves. Oh, here's Ezreal to help out. Kennen just pressuring down mid lane, maybe to get a turret here. I'm not sure what the minion wave situation going on with that. Morgana has to answer the massive minion wave bottom side. See a good control of minion waves even going on here from the side of Cloud. I mean, we see a little bit of clumping on towards the top side, but that was several minion waves on the bottom side, and Morgana was not going to be able to do anything to sort of help answer that. But just an overextension by Ocean. It's so clear that these teams are newer, I mean, put together. I think Ocean right now, at least out of day one, is, I think, the clear indicator that these teams only got together such a short while ago. It's such like a first stage sort of, hey, group fight versus what sort of Cloud has been doing, where it's like, okay, we can spread our power a little bit, we can sort of drift a little bit away from each other, and we have ways to escape. All right, we see target A. We're going to sort of pressure that while you're pulling pressure on the bottom side of the map. We're going to group towards the top side of the map. If we ever see the Nocturne, we're going to react on the other side of the map here. Versus, all right, let's just group and see if we can win a fight. See a Nocturne ulti coming out, and we see Graves getting caught out. He might be getting chunked down here. Lysandra working her way in, not even going to waste to use the ulti here. So Beast Panda up too far forward. Oh, and Azir in an awkward situation, but a beautiful Azir shuffle here. Nice stuff from the Azir to get out of danger from getting collapsed. Kennen on the side, you do not want to deal with him. And doesn't have Zhonya's yet to himself, waiting for that Banshee's Veil to come back up so that he can avoid any skills that might trouble him as he's wandering on into a fight. But just splitting pressure here. No one wants to deal with that Kennen. I mean, if a single target ever goes up to him, he's just gonna Hextech belt forward, ultimate, that's a dead target, that's an offset fight. You do not want that at all going on. And that's 2 easy inhibitors, a Baron buff doing the work for you. Got 2 Mountain Drakes in your pocket. There's a third, oh, that's just criminal. The 3rd Mountain Drake. Up right now, Graves, looks like he's working his way down there. And I would say this game maybe a little less than another 5 minutes. We at least see Ocean working their way towards the bottom side. Aetherus teleport is almost up. They're trying to get vision control around that. I think they know full well that this is likely going to be the last fight that they have here. Ooh, and looking at the items here, Urgot is 0 damage. Adaptive Helm, not, maybe gonna keep you alive. And you can run fast, your helmet, I suppose, but just not much. I mean, Cloud's gonna just clear out the vision. Nothing doing. Nocturne, though, going out onto the Kennen. Jenkins should be able to get away. Does successfully, just stunned up immediately. Even when Nocturne goes in with his spell shield, it's gonna just go away on that first tick of damage, and then he's still gonna get stunned, so would have been better if Morgana was there, but hey, Morgana's got to be bottom lane, got to help out the rest of the team here from sort things out. And there's 2 inhibitors down. We see a teleport, though, coming out on the backside. Ping's going down from Cloud. They're going to work their way towards Lissandra and Urgot, actually. Nice play. Oh, Holtzy's getting dropped left and right. Sophist Stage working his way to the backside of the fight. Nocturne already grabbing up Graves. Cloud doing their best to get away from the fight. A 3v5 situation just now. So nice teleport play coming out from Urgot and the Lissandra here. Not what I expected. Did not see that second teleport getting channeled on there. Just saw the first animation, thought it was only Lissandra, and assumed that that's what Cloud thought as well. Not able to react fast enough for that. So these team fights, that AoE damage can still make a lot of things happen. I mean, only 1 member, well, 2 members fell there. Not the primary carries, but they have a chance to wrestle this back, or, well, maybe not wrestle this back. They don't got much of a chance to wrestle this back. I won't go that far. They are down almost 10k, and there's 3 Mountain Drakes. There's a 7 turret difference. Cloud could wait for the next Baron, but as soon as it spawns, they are going to take it so quickly. It is going to be just far and above absurdity. And all Cloud need to do right now, I mean, let's look right here. Jenkins, he is teleport. They could send him to a side wave, but we do just see Cloud shifting along each other, maybe looking for a team fight to close this game out. Diamond Metaphor sticking it together so they can drop Black Shield. They're starting to play into the comp a little bit better here. Game heads on, so it took a while, but Ocean making some decent plays. We see the Nocturne ulti coming in. Not in range just yet. Going to be jumping in onto the backline. Kennen already jumping back in the backline of Ocean, though, and slicing through a lot of members. Obese Panda going to take out Lucian here. A Nocturne out on his own on the backside. Urgot able to pick up Kennen at least, but Kennen has already done his job far and above. Lissandra dropping Zhonya's and keeping on living here a little bit longer. Urgot, though, out on his own. He was able to get a kill, but, oh, he's going to be falling here shortly as well. Finds safety in the fountain, but just barely. And he's just going to watch as his Nexus falls here. So, oh, are we going to see... Ooh, nope, not yet. Is he going to die, though? that was pretty cute by Firefire. That was nice. Trying to make the play, but Julian just going to throw him back in the fountain. But anyways, guys, thank you for listening. Definitely need a team fights. Always get better. I can hear that for the rest of my days. I need to remember item names occasionally because I forgot for the life of me. I mean, I remember most of the item names. Like, that's it. It was only the freaking make you run fast on Urgot. I don't remember for the life of me, and it's gonna kill me because, you know, like 2 seasons ago, it was the item that everyone built, and it starts with an R. I know that much. At least I'm pretty sure it starts with an R. It doesn't start with an R. It does start with an R. Righteous Glory. So thank you as I went on that adventure to find my, figure out, sort through my problems in Righteous Glory, Righteous Glory, Righteous Glory, Righteous Glory, Righteous Glory.